Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Matazak coming at you with another lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who are pushing this word 100% truth and accuracy with all sincerity. Peace and blessings to the whole elect out there with doing this work with all sincerity. To you all, I'd like to say Shalom. Revelation 6:15, and it reads, "And the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man, and the chief captains, and the mighty man, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb." These people think they're going to be able to survive and get away from the wrath of the Lord by going into their bunkers. And we're going to talk about that today. Now, mind you, of all the things that's going on as we speak, people are beginning to panic. They're starting to see that the end is coming of America. They're starting to see this war taking full effect. It's starting to manifest and get more and more crazy. They starting to realize the food is going to get short again, like C-19 and those events that took place in the early few years of the 2000s. You know, if you know, you know. Yeah, these people they're starting to freak out. The real stuff hasn't happened yet, but these people really think they're gonna escape the wrath and the misery that the Lord is gonna throw on this place, not knowing in reality they putting themselves in their own mousetrap, and they're gonna pay for it. Now, before I begin, I'd say fair use. Any material, videos, or clips used in this lesson are not for monetary purposes, but for educational purposes. I repeat, they're not for monetary purposes, but for educational purposes.
As you can see, this place is pretty much unchanged from the Cold War. This is a converted missile silo. How much can this place withstand?
It was engineered to withstand a 10-kiloton nuclear warhead.
When it comes to the apocalypse, nothing's quite as terrifying as nuclear war. So, when the nuclear apocalypse comes, are we going to get blasted back into the Stone Age? Or can we use our heads and survive the end of days with the help of technology?
You made your track with Suno? Cool. But where's the video? We built...
Oh, great. I hate these ads, bro. They interrupt and... Alright.
Or can we use our heads and survive the end of days with the help of technology? Here in beautiful Colorado, one man is already thinking about the end of the world. Professor Brian Toon is an atmospheric scientist and an expert on nuclear winter. Brian, level with me. How likely is an all-out nuclear war, and should I be finding a bunker right now?
You never know for sure, because that's one of the real terrifying things here is that one person in the United States and one person in Russia could decide all by themselves to have a nuclear conflict.
How many nukes are
Doesn't that sound familiar? Aren't we seeing something similar to that taking place as we speak on numerous occasions?
there around the world? Who has them?
There are about 14,000 nuclear weapons in the world. More than 1,000 of them are held by Britain.
And this was some years ago. Now it's so many nuclear weapons around the world. It's just
France, India, Pakistan, Israel, and China. Each of those countries has 200 or 300. Then Russia and the United States have 90% of the missiles.
So the lesson is everyone has nukes now. But what exactly happens when these bombs go off?
If you're knocking over concrete buildings, you're going to blow people to pieces. So there's a range of going out from distance in which you die from the blast wave tearing you to pieces, the radiation burning you up, the light wave burning you or catching you on fire.
What happens when day one, a week later, a year later, what are we looking at?
Well, when a nuclear weapon explodes, it sends out a burst of light. It's like bringing a piece of the sun, which is nuclear explosions happening, down to the earth. And that burst of light catches everything around it on fire.
That fire sends huge amounts of smoke into the stratosphere. But because it doesn't rain up there, it takes years for that smoke to clear, creating a nuclear winter.
Blocks sunlight from reaching the ground, which of course makes it cool off. It gets cold at the ground. And people expect that about 90% of the global population will die from starvation because there won't be anything to eat.
The more I thought about nuclear winter, the more terrified I became. I needed a plan to survive the nuclear apocalypse before the world went to hell. So where do you go when you want to get off the grid? Kansas. Here in the heartland of rural Kansas, one man...
straight to the point.
Weigh 8 tons each, so they're 16,000 pounds. They're armored steel filled with concrete. So you definitely hear that safety bang when the door closes.
Inside, this 54,000 square foot complex boasts everything you could need to live through the end of days.
Okay, let's get down and show you what's underground.
Okay. Oh.
You're not in Kansas anymore. We're going beneath Kansas.
The survival condo is spread across 15 floors and goes 200 feet underground. At the top, under the dome, are the recreation facilities like the pet park and climbing wall. Underneath that are the mechanical level, medical bay, and food stores, with luxury living quarters spread across the next 7 floors. At the bottom, a further 4 floors house a classroom, a library, a bar, a gym, and a cinema.
See how foolish Esau is? He really think he can just escape the Lord by just building this crap. The Lord can just crush everything and all things down there by just simply shifting the rocks and then just literally just crushing them. You can't escape the Lord. He can or he can just flood it. He can just flood it. You can't escape the Lord's wrath. There's one more I want to show. Hold on. Before I continue.
So we're getting loaded up. Everybody's moving in. We have different families in different sections. Right on. You got to be prepared. We've reinforced this just in case of any blast up above. But we are literally under a mountain here. You got to be ready for what's to come, people. And we are. Right on. Like I said, we're packed in there a little bit tight. We're going to make this work. About 400 families down here. All right, here we go. Wish us luck. If you can, take cover while there's still time. Okay, operation.
as you can see, Esau thinks he's safe. He thinks that this bunker, this um he think he can hide from the stress, the destruction, the chaos of the world to come by simply hiding under stone and structure. No, it's not a thing. It's not going to help you. In fact, it's just gonna cage you and imprison you. So the prophets and the 144,000 and Yahushua can just come and dig you up. You rich elite, you're just trapping yourself. That's all you're doing. You can't hide from us. You can't hide from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You're going to get your just desserts. Now again, Revelation 6 and 15, the kings of the earth and the great man and the rich man and the chief captains and the mighty man and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens of the rocks of the mountain and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? These people, man, they're foolish. They think they gonna escape what's coming. They think they're gonna escape the wrath of Yahweh. It's not happening. And they're gonna starve in those damn bunkers because they're gonna eventually run out of food. They're gonna eventually run out of water source. They're gonna eventually have to leave it. They can't reside there. And you know what's gonna be the result of all that? Them resorting to killing each other and cannibalizing each other. That's going to be the end result because they're not going to have their food source. They're not going to have their water source. That stuff is not going to last them long enough. But as for us, the man of the Lord is going to take care of us no matter where we are. He's going to feed us. He's going to clothe us. He's going to take care of us. No matter if we in some type of secluded area or not, he's going to feed us. And we're going to go to Isaiah 65. And 12. You know what? Yeah, let's go to 12. Might as well. Therefore I will number you to the sword. Oh, Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall bow. Ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. And the point in 13, therefore thus saith Yahweh thy power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. We're going to be eating good in the neighborhood. We're going to be happy. We're going to be chill. We're going to have our hardships, but the Lord is going to take care of us. That's basically what it's saying. And all this crazy stuff going on, the Lord going to take care of us. He's going to take care of his prophets. He's always taking care of his prophets. But hey, as for you heathen and you 2/3 that decide to go underground into these underground bunkers and to these mountains to hide, you're going to get the sword, like it said in 12, and in 65 and 12. You're going to get the sword. You're going to be slaughtered. You're going to have a harsh judgment. Your stomach is going to touch the back of your spinal cord. You're gonna be famished. You're gonna be spoiled. You're gonna be thirsty. You're gonna regret everything. But the prophets of the Lord, the man of the Lord, the children of the Lord, the women of the Lord, they're all going to be taken care of. The hopeful elect will make it through this, regardless. And with that being said, Kol Halayim Lo Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Kadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there. To you all, let's say shalom.